With the rapid growth of AI, we find ourselves pondering the line between reality and illusion as shockingly lifelike robots emerge, blurring the boundaries between humans and machines. The last year in the world of AI has been absolutely crazy and in fact a little bit scary, especially as humanoid robots get more and more developed. I mean, we literally have companies out there that are starting to drop humanoid robots that can literally think and learn automatically just like an actual human. Or the companies that are already using a humanoid newscaster. Then there's the robots that are all ready for artificial general intelligence. And things didn't get any better when CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, said he sees his company and factories filled with robots in the near future. So let's look at some of these shocking humanoid robots and see what exactly they can do. What are humanoid robots? Before talking about their insane capabilities, let's start from the basics. What exactly are these humanoid robots, and how far along is their development? Well, these humanoid robots are pretty similar in shape and structure to a human body. And just like a human, they have eyes and skin. But unlike humans, they are not made of bones or flesh. Their main purpose is to perform professional services, interaction with human tools, and customer services, basically taking over any job that is repetitive and can be automated. These robots have also started being used for inspection and maintenance jobs. And by this point, they have started to talk like humans, walk like humans, and even express some emotions like humans. At this point, many humanoid robots are still in a prototype phase or an early stage of development. But there's also a few that have gotten out of the research and development phase and are actually entering the real world and doing real-world jobs like bartenders, newscasters, companions for the elderly, or helpers in the logistics and manufacturing field. If that shocks you, just wait till you hear that some of them are even conducting orchestras and greeting guests at conferences. So, let us explore some of these lifelike humanoid robots and the duties they are performing in different workplaces. When we talk about humanoid robots now, we think of those that make use of artificial intelligence and have their own brains and their own movements. But that's not where it started. It actually started from robots that were teleoperated by an actual human, and the human operating them could make it learn any task. A great example of this was Ambidex, which was developed by Naver Labs and was described by them as the coolest robot that resembles the human arm. It is teleoperated by a human through a haptic device by which it can be taught to perform tasks. Also, because of its lightweight arm, Ambidex can perform many basic tasks like dicing vegetables, playing sports like ping pong, opening and pouring from a bottle, or even assembling furniture. But in this age, instead of teleoperations, it's a lot more impressive if the humanoid robot is fully autonomous and can work with artificial general intelligence, which is why when China's Astrobot S1 came out almost a month back, the whole AI industry was a little bit shook. This humanoid robot was described perfectly as the next-gen AI robot, naturally yours. It operates pretty much exactly like a human and can recognize anything in its surroundings and interact and work with its surroundings. It can arrange or organize things or even cook food. And growing up in an age where we all heard to never bring food near a computer, this is a pretty impressive development. A humanoid robot that really impressed me was actually developed last year, which was among the very first times I saw a robot actually complete a job, which was Kine, the bartender humanoid, developed by Robotics. This robot could take orders, smoothly make any drink, and serve the customer. And even though it is still a stationary robot, Robotics has promised that it's going to evolve, so we might see an even better version of the bartender humanoid soon enough. Another humanoid robot that really took the world by a shock was Apollo, developed by Apptronic, especially because this was the first time we saw a full-size humanoid robot successfully lift items, walk and carry the items from one point to another. This robot can be used in many different aspects, like a delivery rider, but for now, Apptronic are mainly focused on warehouse and logistics roles, helping humans with the repetitive lifting and moving tasks. In fact, they even foreshadowed that Apollo might be able to keep working at night with the lights off, without needing any human intervention. Just like Astrobot S1, another Chinese humanoid robot that really impressed me, and actually the world, was Cyberon, that partnered up with Xiaomi to develop and market this humanoid robot. Just like Apollo, Cyber1 can also smoothly carry an object and take it from one point to another or to a human, which was demonstrated in a public conference when it carried a rose and handed it over to a human. But that's not the only impressive factor of Cyber1. The fact that really shocked me was how this humanoid robot can recognize 45 different human emotions and 85 different environmental sounds. It also has a total of 21 degrees of freedom, due to which it can move smoothly and have amazing motion control. And the fact that they have partnered up with Xiaomi means they will have adequate resources for manufacturing and development. So we might be seeing a lot more impressive features in Cyber 1 pretty soon. Another humanoid robot that has actually already been working in different industries since years now is Pepper, which was developed by SoftBank Robotics. This robot is already working in classrooms and healthcare settings, and has even worked as a hotel concierge. Other than that, it has even been used to monitor care and communication for adults in sickness. In fact, as funny as it is, a professional baseball team even used a bunch of these robots to cheer on the players. And the best part of Pepper is that it can recognize human faces and human emotions. The next humanoid robot is a little bit creepy if you ask me. It is the humanoid social robot, Nadine, which was developed by researchers from Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. This robot had realistic skin, hair, facial expressions, and even realistic upper body movements while communicating with other humans. She can recognize faces, speech, and even human gestures. This robot is pretty much the most basic version of the digital humans that NVIDIA is in the process of developing and launching now. But Nadine has also worked in customer service and even led a bingo game for a group of elderly in Singapore. But like always in the world of AI, the humanoid robot that got the most hype was obviously from the industry leader in the field of industry, which is none other than OpenAI when they launched their very own NEO, which is being called the future of robotics by many around the world. And OpenAI itself described it as GPT-5 with a body. Not only is its futuristic design really impressive, but also the fact that its limbs are crafted in a way that they directly mirror the movement of human muscles is something that has truly shocked the world. It can also perform basic household tasks, but most importantly, NEO is embedded with advanced GPT-5 AI, which means it can communicate with humans just like GPT does. And it is even designed to learn autonomously and further improve its functionality. What the future holds. As we see big companies like OpenAI, Google, or NVIDIA join the game as well, we can't help but wonder, what does the future hold? Are all humans actually going to lose their jobs to these humanoid robots? And the answer is yes. Most jobs that can be automated will be automated. In fact, it has happened before. Hundreds of years back, the roads were filled with horse carriages until cars were invented. It started off with just a few cars on the road, but as the development of cars improved and the cost decreased, there was no choice but to switch to them. It's a similar case with these humanoids. If they end up showing more efficiency with a lower cost, think from a company CEO's perspective. Who wouldn't want that, right? But here's the thing. Some might think of this as delusion, but if you're truly good at your job and offer insights that offer a human touch and can't be automated, then you're safe. So right now, it should be our main priority to save our job rather than worrying about losing it to humanoids. But no matter what these humanoids have in store in terms of jobs, one thing is for certain. The interaction of humans with robots is about to completely change in the next few years. If current trends continue in a few years, we might not know if we are interacting with a human in front of us or if it's a robot. It's a bit creepy, but if you ask me, it's also a bit exciting to think about. What do you think? Let's discuss in the comments. Also, to catch up with more advancements in humanoid robots and NVIDIA's digital humans, make sure to check out our video, NVIDIA CEO Reveals Everything Will Be Robotics.